guys, it's Mike G here, and welcome to another episode of Mornings with Mike, your 5-minute dose of motivation and accountability for the day. Guys, thank you so much for being here again. In today's topic, what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about limiting beliefs. And I'm sure you've heard that statement, that phrase, whatever it may be, limiting beliefs. What's that all about, limiting beliefs? What does that even mean, and how does that even affect us? And, in the MikeGoncalves.com community, we talk about it a ton. And in the work I do with my own clients, and even with myself, and even through the work that I do, the blog posts I put out, everything I do, it's typically addressing limiting beliefs, because literally we all have what's called limiting beliefs, and it's just these silly beliefs where whatever we've acquired them along the way, either as kids or through relationships or through work we've been in, through school teachers. I acquired some very limiting beliefs from an early age when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, from teachers unfortunately telling me I wasn't good enough, smart enough, worthy enough even. It's pretty sad to say, but it's true, that I was worthy of any of that, for success, for the things I wanted, to be an entrepreneur. And, that really stayed with me. That messed me up for years to come as an adult. And these became my limiting beliefs. And it was these beliefs that I created in my own mind that, I was guided by. All of a sudden, that was my guiding light, that I wasn't good enough, smart enough. And therefore, that messed with me in so many areas of my life, personally, professionally, financially, even from starting a business to exercising. I thought I wasn't good enough. My body is not, good enough. It's not lean enough, from a relationship standpoint. I wasn't good enough to, have this relationship that was good and awesome and that I loved. And because of it, whether I knew it or not, I was sabotaging it a lot of the times. And it's these limiting beliefs that mess with us. And perhaps, you can relate. Perhaps you know what they are for yourself. That is today's topic. And, I kind of gave you a little background already on myself from a story perspective, where how these messed me up. And if we leave them there, these limiting beliefs continue to guide us. If we don't address them and identify them, they mess with us. That's that guiding light. That's how we roll going forward. Whatever we tell ourselves, it's like, oh, well, I'm too big, I'll never be skinny, or I'm not athletic, I'll never be able to run that marathon, or what, I'm not smart enough, I can't start that business. Everyone else fails. What makes me think I can do it? My dad tried, my mom tried, my friends tried. They didn't succeed. What makes me think I can succeed? It's these limiting beliefs, that set us up for failure. And if we keep at them, if we keep focusing on them and let them be our guiding light, we're never going to get ahead. We're never going to create the things we want, because they're going to keep us they're going to keep bringing us back to the thing, hey, here's how you should feel and what you should think and what you should do. It's BS. So, guys, what I'm going to suggest is a call to action. This is a massive one here, and I'm going to encourage you to definitely do it, because it's pretty powerful. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to ask you to actually just write down what's one thing that always comes to mind. What's a limiting belief that you can identify? If it's whatever it may be. If you want to lose weight, but like, hey, and the limiting belief is like, yeah, but every time I try, I fail. Or, hey, I want a better relationship. I want more from my relationship with my significant other. But I can't do it. I'm sick of them, or they don't hear me out. Whatever it may be. Or, I'm in massive debt. I can't make more money. I can't have that dream job I want. My time has passed. I could have had it. If I was going to have it, I should have had it 10 years ago. What's those limiting beliefs? I encourage you to pick one today. Pick one this morning, maybe. Even if you might already know it from the top of your head. Pick one limiting belief, the one that comes up more often than not. And I encourage you, man, just write it down. Write it down, literally write it down. And then the next second is like write down an empowering one. Like replace it with one that's limiting to one that's empowering. For example, mine used to be like, hey, I'm not good enough or smart enough to start a business. And all of a sudden I replace it with like, you know what? I am a leader. I am good enough, and I will work as hard as I have to create that business that I want that will be successful. So take your limiting belief and replace it with an empowering one. And every time that limiting belief comes up throughout the day, hundreds of times as it used to come up for me, as it comes up in your mind, do your best to be mindful and replace it with that new empowering belief. And I know at first it's going to seem like you're doing it a ton, and you are going to be, but little by little by little, you'll start chipping away at that limiting belief. And before you know it, you'll be guided by this new empowering belief, and your life will literally change. Give it a shot, guys. Best of luck, and until next episode, cheers.